Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. There's been loads of little yet powerful pieces of news this week, so let's jump right in. Alpha 3.9 is live. There's a 3.9.1 patch in the works. There's a promotion. If you get a referral recruit between now and the 11th of May, you both get a Grey Cat buggy. The Prowler and Aves helmet, their sort of Tavaran helmet, are both on sale, as are all of the Reliance, as they've seen updates in 3.9. There is an epic month ahead, according to Cloud Imperium. They've announced that there's going to be a Fleet Week, otherwise known as Invictus Launch Week in lore, coming this week with an epic free fly, special promotions, community contests, and more. They are looking to update us on Squadron 42 later this month as well, Cloud Imperium said. We are committed to continuing to give regular updates on Squadron 42's development progress through a variety of avenues, and we're looking forward to checking in with the VP of Development, Brian Chambers, soon for more information on how the teams are doing. Hopefully that will be a regular thing. I want to see more Squadron 42 updates. Theatres of War is Star Citizen's new game mode that allows players to battle on foot, in vehicles, and in space, and features two teams that fight for victory in 3 fast-paced, action-filled phases. Cloud Imperium have said, "We know that many of you eagerly await more information about when you'll be able to get to play from home. We are happy to share that the time is nigh. We plan on pulling back the curtain and welcoming new players to the theatre for our first test week soon." That should be at some point in May, so I'm very much looking forward to that. I want to get a lot of gameplay of theatres. I think it's something that would be quite fun on stream as well. The sneak peek in the newsletter was Theatres of War as well, with the tagline "Break a Leg." There appears to be some naming convention changes coming to patches in the future for the persistent universe. There was a thread on Reddit, "Petition, don't call the next one 4.0 by Dysnomia," basically saying in that thread that there are no huge monumental changes in the Q2 2020 patch, which is currently labelled 4.0. Maybe they should save the 4.0 title and call the next patch 3.10. Cloud Imperium Xylo replied, "Sounds like someone's hacked into our network and been reading our emails. We've seen all the feedback surrounding this as of late and agree that 4.0 should be reserved for when we leave the Stanton system. Our original plan was to update the patch identifier today, which would have been on Friday, but we decided to make the update next Friday instead to allow our team some time to update our internal JIRAs tasks first. No petition needed this time, folks." So next week we may very well see 4.0 renamed to 3.10 and some changes on the roadmap. And we might be seeing the big numbers like 4.0 and 5.0 in the future, save for major monumental changes. So 4.0 for when we have the Pyro system. It will be interesting to see whether we'll have the Pyro system in 2020 still. Hopefully CIG will update us fully for that next week. I think that a number is just a number personally though, but if it makes some people happy to change the sort of conventions, then who am I to disagree? There was a hotfix patch and database wipe last night for 3.9 live. This hopefully shouldn't see you losing all of your Alpha UBC or items or anything. There may be some issues though, so bear that in mind. But it will definitely see you needing to recustomize your character and choose your spawn point again. Cloud Imperium said, "What happened? We identified a bug that was causing ships to be incorrectly modified on the back end following repairs. Some of these complex ships, which normally have hundreds of cached items, began having thousands of them. This error overloaded the cache storing the associated data and subsequently led to services depending on that cache data to fail. What are we going to do to fix it? After a late night of investigation and an early morning of testing, we're hoping to go live with fixes later on this afternoon, 2 PM PDT, which have obviously since been done. You'll have to download a very small patch and we will be wiping our temporary databases. What does that mean for you? You can expect to treat this like a traditional wipe, for the most part resetting your DNA selection, current and spawn locations, ship and character loadout changes, and cargo currently in ships. Due to the nature of these outages and the disruption of services, we are not sure at this time what has been accurately stored in the long-term database and what will be recovered. In theory, this should be everything, but if there were significant outages, data may have been lost. At this time, we expect to be able to carry over money earned and items purchased, but because of the reasons mentioned above, we can't be absolutely sure yet. So Star Citizen now also has a service status page. status.robertspaceindustries.com. This is supposed to show any incidents of what's going on with the Persistent Universe or servers, if they're out, if they're down, whatever. There is currently a partial outage shown that is currently marked as unsolved. It is 12 hours later at time of recording from when that ticket was originally put on there, and I suspect that was due to the hotfix patch and mini reset that they did there. So it might have been solved. The servers seemed to be working fine for me earlier, but there might still be issues yet to be solved, so I will keep on checking back with that. You can now also manually reset your account once every 12 hours. They've decreased the cooldown basically in the short term, so you don't need to go to the player relations team to get your account reset. You can do that straight from the Roberts Space Industries account settings section on the website. Inside Star Citizen this week looked at comms calls you'll get from enemies, wingmen, friends, and people of interest while you're in your cockpit. It's very Wing Commander style. These calls aren't faked, and what I mean by that is that there is a camera on the NPC that's talking or using the comms, or in the future player using the comms properly, so their background is what is happening around them. This is being added for Squadron 42 at the moment. It's going to be used in other places too, screens and TVs and panels and all that sort of jazz as well. They're getting the gold standard use of it and the pipeline sorted with the cockpit usage of that sort of comms call tech. In Star Citizen Live this week, we saw gas cloud tech that's going to be used to make points of interest in space more interesting. Not really much in the way of tangible development info though, but I will put links to all of these sort of videos and official things down below. Citizencon 2020 has been cancelled due to them not knowing whether they'll be out of lockdown by then. Cloud Imperium will be running an event online of some kind on the 10th of October still, but it won't be Citizencon. And that's it for this week's news. I'm currently finishing up a quite meaty new player and coming back to 3.9 tutorial for some players, which I'll try and get out later today. I'm interested to know though, what do you think of the news this week? Are you interested in getting your hands on Theatres of War? Do you think it might be quite cool and playable, or do you think it's going to be really alpha and buggy when we first get it? Have you been playing 3.9? What's your experiences with 3.9? Have you played since they've done the reset? Have you got all your stuff and FUEC and ships that you had still, or has some of it been wiped? Have you lost stuff? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Every month we have a giveaway. For May, we're giving away a Star Citizen game package with Arrow Light Fighter. All you've got to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during the month. More details below. I am a shill for a couple of companies, NordVPN and NordPass. If you are looking for a VPN or a password management system, I recommend you check them out. They've got many benefits over free services, and as I'm pretty security conscious, I love those kind of services. Also, there's Shadow. If you are thinking about getting a new gaming rig or upgrading your gaming PC for Star Citizen or whatever, then consider Shadow instead. It is an internet cloud-based subscription service like Stadia, like GeForce Now, but this one gives you access to a full Windows 10 environment which is fully customizable, and that is significantly better in my opinion, allowing you to do a lot more with it. Check out the links below for them, or use the code BoredGamer for discount. Also, if you wish to support the channel further, there is Patreon, there's the YouTube join member button down below. That really helps. This is a community supported channel, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do without the support that I get. If you want to share these videos, if you want to comment, give feedback, whatever, that is also hugely appreciated. Thanks very much for watching, guys. You take care, and I'll see you in the verse.